Hey, heroes, welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Horn, a Wheel of Time podcast. As it is, what do we call this? I guess week 7, right?
Yeah.
As we're entering into episode 7. We've been doing this every week where we look at the preview for the next episode. And this is going to be episode 7. We have 2 left. Episode 6 was absolutely crazy. So we have about the 1-minute trailer here that we're just going to take a look at and just kind of go from there and then do a little click through, do a little breakdown, and see what we got and what we think.
The fortress city of Faldara.
I don't want you to die, but whichever of you goes to the Eye of the World and is not the dragon, you will die there.
I can't lose anyone else.
I'm here with a warning. What is she up to?
You don't know what I am.
No one does. What's gotten into you? There's an inherent darkness within him.
Faldara always will be able to protect its own.
You'll hear their screams as they die.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay. That's cool.
Wow. A lot to take away from the initial thoughts, Ez.
Yeah, so initial thought. First of all, the fact
Faldara.
Faldara, and the fact that we're going to be that the dragon is going to be put in harm's way, essentially, and those who are around the dragon that are not the dragon will die.
Yeah.
Matt, unless the dragon has something to say about it himself, okay? Moiraine can say whatever she wants, but if the dragon decides it's time to ride again on the winds of time, he will, my friend. And you know what? He has powers that we cannot even understand. He or she, I should say, right? I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know what they're going to do in the show, but
there's an empty chair.
There is an empty chair. What's going on? Will it be filled?
I don't know. She said there's an inherent darkness in him. I almost feel like she was talking about Matt there.
Really?
So there's the ways.
Right. And we heard, it was really kind of cool to hear Nynaeve is like covering her her ears or whatever, and she's listening to some of what's being said by the Black Wind, which is not really good. Right. So
continuing the click through here. Rand, man. Okay, so here's this is pretty sweet. We saw this in earlier trailers. We're gonna get this, right? The here we go, the blood snow, right? That everyone's calling it, which is I think we're gonna get told I think this is the episode where we learn it. This is the episode where we learn about Rand's the dragon.
Yeah, let me take over here just for a second. I'm gonna click back just a little bit on this. Who is this individual? Some folks are saying that
I think it's a she.
That she might be pregnant, right?
I believe so.
And so as you look there, that might be the case. And so this is on the slopes or at the foot of Dragon Mount, I would guess. I'm guessing. The Aiel War. Right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, is this another one running to help, or is this another Aiel?
In the back, yes, I think so.
In the background? Okay. Wow. Awesome.
So you continue to look here. First of all, Algamar looks freaking sweet.
Yeah, Lord Algamar looks awesome. For sure. Faldara is a rough looking place.
Now there's Min.
Let's go. This is
Min,
awesome.
I forget the actress name, but I know she's Leaf in a Game of Thrones. And it literally says, I don't know, you don't know, people don't know what I am.
Yeah.
And then
no one knows.
That's big. No one does. So that to me almost thinks that they know about Min now. At least Moiraine has some indication as to who she is to say no one knows what you are.
Right. And so yeah. Is it just happens to be that she meets her here? Is this coincidence? Is this the wheel putting Min in Moraine's path to say use her to discover more about these individuals? I think possibly it's definitely
right.
A possibility. So Min's talent, it'll be kind of cool to see. Did you see when Perrin's face was like?
Yeah, they do this sort of shift. I think that's after this right there.
So
That's
Is
not a
that
weird. That's not a weird frame. You can see his eye is yellow.
right? Is I'm saying, is that Min like watching him? They're just sitting here having drinks. Is that her viewing, or is it something where she's looking at him and seeing his face move? I don't, because we don't really know how they're going to do her,
Right.
like showcase her ability, right?
We don't. No, we don't.
Yeah.
So now, who was that? Go back. Is that Egwene practicing, or is that Moraine?
Let me see here. I have to go back a little
Watch
bit.
this. All you see is a hand turn on. All you see is a hand turn on, flip up, flip. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, but was that person walking by and doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks a little bit suspicious.
Now there's the Black
More than
Wind.
a little. Yeah.
Masha Shin,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So in this situation, it looks like it actually catches up. I mean, in the book, we know that they just hear it, they're running from it, they try to get away, etc. It looks like they're here. I don't know if there's going to be some way in which they can fight the Black Wind, or if we're gonna see that, but they're being swarmed.
Right. Well, it's also, I don't know how much of the ways we're actually going to see. I mean, how much time we're spending in the ways, because I would imagine that the ways is the first part of the episode.
For sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's Bella, obviously. I agree.
Right. Let me click back here. I want to see something. So a couple of things. This is cool. So we've got Min.
Actually, comment here. Yeah, Min doesn't channel unless they're changing it for the books. Could be Balsamon.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that individual who we got Rand.
10. It's
Seeking
right
the
here.
Void. Yeah, right here. So let me just
It
watch
looks.
this.
I mean, it's hard to tell by the hand. You know.
Adara always
Who the heck is channeling?
Could that be what's his wife's name? Lord Algamar's wife's name.
Maybe. Yeah, Lady Amelise or whatever.
Yeah, because I don't know, because I thinking that could be a cool way to do it.
Well, yeah, so some other individuals have the talent or the power. Yeah. Oh, Lord Agamor's sister, maybe. Okay, guys. I mean, your guess.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. It looks like a female hand to me.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a hand expert or anything, but
Right. And I used to be a hand model, but I was a male model. I don't, I mean,
yeah, to
got
me,
small hands.
I don't know why. I think, yeah, and then what's her name? She is wearing white in the pictures. Algamar's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I do think the ways is going to be a little bit shorter part of the episode, because we're going to start in the ways, just a hand model.
Yeah, but this is so casual. It feels like it's someone who has. I mean, that's not Moraine, right? I mean, her hands look like she's a little darker skin tone, I think. So, yeah. What scared me was the idea this could be.
No, I don't think it's. I definitely don't think it's Moraine, because she's like on the more, not pale, but the
right.
Obviously, like if I was at first, I thought Egwene maybe, but I think Egwene,
me too. But it's too
Egwene.
casual.
I think it's also her hands. Also, yeah, her
Right.
skin tone is a little bit darker too, I think.
Right. Unless they just really, yeah, that's an evil hand motion. I love how we're critiquing this hand motion.
Well,
it's way too casual.
Well, and the thing is, it's literally 1 second.
It's scary.
It's like
Adara always
because it's the one weirdest thing of the whole deal. The rest is all stuff we kind of get.
There's an inherent darkness within him.
Adara
There's an inherent darkness within him. And then you see this hand flipping on this light. Now, what does the hand flipping on the light have anything to do with anything? Maybe nothing.
Well,
but it's just kind of interesting that it's here.
I mean, here's the thing,
again, real quick, sorry, Ez.
Yeah.
That they're giving us like 20 seconds and they chose to show that one frame in the preview.
Right, they did. And again, it's to make us do this right here the night before, which is fun. I love the guessing here, and I'm down to do some tinfoil in terms of like if it is, when we had the first Dark Friend, Dana, I thought for sure, like in a different form, in a different body, it was Lanfear inhabiting somebody else's body. I was like, holy smokes, they are really going
Was that
off the
double?
rails here.
Was that double? Yep, that is double spear wielding. Wow, talk about freaking boss level.
Yeah, someone was asking earlier, were we using swords there? And I was like,
No,
I
that's
think it's
double
just
spear, baby.
double-
That's
yeah.
a maiden of the spears.
Yeah, that's some
Boom.
intense stuff. But again, if it's freaking Lanfear, I would lose my freaking mind if they drop in a Lanfear character. I mean, I'll say this,
I don't know. Season one,
Matt,
that
some
seems like a
things.
lot.
Hold on, some things have been hidden from us. There are some really, and we're not going to talk about these, but there have been some major spoilers leaked out there, and there is some major surprises coming up. So yeah. Here, let me click through a couple of these images. These were
So these are like
released.
the official.
These were
Right.
officially like released. These are over on. I found these on Dragon Mount. Some of these have been pulled from the. Well, no, I don't think
Like
these are
like magazines and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of interesting. We did see the empty chair right in the trailer. They're probably in Lord Agomar. They're in Faldara. I'm guessing they're out of the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. And really cool lighting here, like that one. Now a conversation takes place in the same room, gotta be, which is maybe like, hey, what happened to Matt? I don't know. What do you think happened? Is he on his way here? I have no idea. These guys look intense, and it's all
Look at
about
the lighting there.
It's awesome.
Looks fantastic.
It's great. This is a beautiful show, by the way. I love the show. But Matt, this part right here, Moraine is explaining to this group when they're sitting here that the dragon will survive. The rest of them will not. Like, do they go? Can they accept that if by them going, 3 of them will die? That's crazy. That's a lot to ask your Emmons
crazy.
Fielders. So, and Moraine is
Look
the
at that
one
shot. Wow.
Jeez. Right. So that's definitely probably walking into the same room here to talk to them. I would imagine
24 hours from right now, as we are live, we will have watched it. We'll have just finished watched it.
It's crazy. I cannot wait.
I agree. What happened to Matt? I don't know, but I have a weird feeling he's going to look a little different the next time we see him.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. This is a cool shot here too of Lan and Nynaeve. I think the intimacy, the relationship, things need to build here. Like Matt, if you're telling me that she might die and she knows that by going to the Eye of the World she could die, Moraine just says that she has to share an intimate moment here with Lan, right?
Exactly. Yes, and I've actually now rewatched episode 6 twice. The scene and the second, when you rewatch something, obviously you pick up on so many things you weren't paying attention to before.
Yeah.
When Moraine is talking to Egwene in the throne room, right? The Amerlin seat, that main chamber there. And she's like, there's somebody else who's waiting for you. And Egwene walks in. If you actually listen closely, it's really kind of hard because the door is opening. You're excited. She's talking to Lan as they're just like carrying on this conversation. So they were clearly having a conversation going on before that. So,
right.
I mean, it's they have been building it. In all honesty, the show has built the relationship of Lan and Nynaeve more than the books do at this point. Like when I first read the book, this is my first read. I was like, wait, what? Like that came out of nowhere.
Right. And I think too, with a shorter amount of time, they do need to do more, right? They probably do need to make it a bit more clear. Right now, it's still there's so many questions that they built. Like, who is the dragon? Is Moraine intimate with Lan? Well, we found out last episode, if she is, she's also intimate with somebody else. So, and then now we're back to the Nynaeve Lan situation. Let's move on here. A couple more. There, talk about intimacy. Here we go, buddy. Check this one out. I thought this was over, but what's going on?
Nope. No, now they have another chance.
Yep. He's over here seeking the void as he's practicing with his arrows, and then there's Egwene talking to him. I think it's just all weighing this decision. Do we go to the Eye of the World or do we not? So to me, it feels like there's going to be a lot of just talking and different angling. And
I think they're only going to take one person. I think they're going to find out who the dragon is. I think, yeah, the fact that we're getting the Aiel flashback right? I don't know how that's going to be presented. Is it a dream? Is it something Min is going to see? Is Rand going to have a Luce Theron type dream,
Oh
flashback,
my
bam,
God.
fever dream? I mean, clearly we're getting it in some fashion. So how is that? How exactly are we getting that? But this whole season has been teasing that this person could be the dragon. No, this person could be the dragon. The only person we haven't talked about potentially being the dragon is Rand. Although when the look in Rand's eyes in episode 6, when he's talking to Moraine after she pulls the darkness out of Matt with the dagger, the look on Rand's face, first of all, underrated set, like little scene in there, because he does such a, what's Josh Stradinsky, or however you pronounce his last name, right?
Yosha.
Yosha is his name.
I think that's how you say it. Yeah, I've been saying it wrong too.
I thought, isn't it? Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
The way he, by like season 3, we'll be able to know all of their names.
Right.
The way he looks at Moraine, asking, he accomplishes 2 things at once with like one emotion on screen,
Right.
and it's so freaking fantastic, because he's asking about Matt, and he's like, so Matt's not the dragon, but you can also just see the look in his eyes is realizing like, oh no, if Matt's not the dragon,
it's on me.
It's me. Yeah,
it's on me. And I'm telling you right now, what I'm thinking, if you said it, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't think about that, but maybe they do. Min is here. Min can interpret the signs. So if Min can narrow this down and say, like, this is possibly the person, or give us more clues, I feel like at some point you have to roll the dice. And you have to say, I feel like Rand might be the guy who would say, look, I'm not going to let my friends die. It's on me. I got this. And just go for it and say, I'll die trying if I have to. Like, I'll go be the dragon. Like, almost like there's more of a choice in it. Not that there is, but that he might feel it or sense it. And why have them all go die, Moraine? Right?
You know what else is going to be interesting is it's not going to really start, because in the books it doesn't really start when Rand first meets Min, although he does kind of think of he begins to sort of always think of Min, like, oh, I really enjoy like being around her, until obviously much later in the series. But maybe they tease the Rand Min romance a little bit earlier, and then Egwene was talking to Aram a little bit, which does happen in the books, and you're kind of like, wait, Egwene's dancing with Aram? I thought she was supposed to be with Rand, right? When you go back to those chapters in Eye of the World. Well, I don't know, maybe they push the Min Rand romance forward a little bit, and Egwene sees it and thinks, well, maybe she gets a little jelly.
Maybe she does. Yeah. I mean, or like you said, they think there's another chance here, or they believe that they're going to go die at the Eye of the World, and they just sort of say, it's like, I love you too, and it's just time to go. Because either they're all going, or Rand is going to go, or I don't know. Somehow it's going to get narrowed down to possibly Rand going. But if they all go, man, I feel like the dragon who will emerge is going to say, no, my friends aren't dying today. Sorry, Dark One, not having it. If you're the dragon, I mean, it comes with certain responsibilities, but also certain powers, my friend. So,
yeah. Well, hey, great comment here. They will push the whole training of Rand with Lan to season 2. I definitely believe so. Believe so.
Oh my God. Hey, look, check out this. Yeah, I agree with that too, though. They probably will. So you've got Perrin. I love these guys' ring on here, and you've got Nynaeve. Look back here at this hammer. Nice little hammer reference. Just on the sheets back there. That's pretty cool. So again, they're walking around in Fal Dara. You've got the big wall it's known for having this walled city. Yeah.
What's the next one?
Yeah, the next one here was, we got Moraine looking back. So it started with her walking through, right? And you can see Perrin in the background. And then he's looking at Moraine as she walks by. Probably said something. And
who's the guy with the white hair in the back?
Yeah, cool. So again, it looks like they do have the top knots, or the knots back here, which are signature kind of Shannara top knot. So probably just in an older gentleman, maybe standing back there. But
Okay.
they're all kind of decked out here. It looks great. I love the costuming, actually. Awesome. And then we have just to wrap up some of our photos here, we've got Nynaeve, who I think we're back in that well-lit room, probably before they go, maybe, or even after, discussing themselves, like, hey, what are we gonna do in terms of going to the Eye of the World? So yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome here, man.
Yeah, looks cool. So anyway, so those are just some of our predictions, thoughts before we dive into tomorrow's episode. So guys, as always, leave us a comment, let us know, what do you guys think about this as this episode, what's going to happen tomorrow.